Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me give you a few minutes to come in. Um, I have a lot of things to do. Um, so at first I was going to do a separate video for Sebastian, but then I decided, well, I want to introduce a new group that I'm doing. I kind of talked about it. I didn't get that many people emailing me, but that's okay. Whoever wants to join the group, can join the group. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I think that it's important. So we have our candles lit. We have our picture of Jesus with those children. I thought that was appropriate. Um, and we'll see what happens. Welcome in, Zen Zebras. Namaste, Zen Zebras. This is the Mystic Brady Bunch. Namaste, Merry Mermaids and Merry Mermen. I know you're out there. Namaste, Bella Butterflies, Unique Unicorns. Namaste, Ninjas. Okay, I hope everybody is in. And even if you don't see this because you're working or wherever you are in the world, you'll see it after it goes up. I'm going to be talking a lot about different things. So let me just get my area cleansed. I'm going to say a couple of prayers. Please, dear God, bless this meeting that I have with my sassy subs and my Mystic Brady Bunch. I've been wanting to do this, and I have been doing this with my other psychic friends in the past, but it kind of falls through the wayside. It kind of fell through the wayside, so to speak. And I just wanted to get it going again because I don't want to forget about the missing. I do not want to forget about the missing. So let me just put this here. I really want smoke has to be in the picture. Even though I'm going to turn around and show you me, I thought it would be easier for me to read things because I have to read a couple of things. But so far, nobody's in the room. Oh, okay, one person. Thank you. Andrea Mitchell, thank you for coming. You finally up for a live. Leo, GNC. Am I afraid of death? No, why do you think I'm afraid of death? That's a weird question. I'm actually not afraid of death, but I am afraid of living. I certainly am afraid of living. Can everybody hear me pretty good? Welcome in. Come on in. I'll explain everything. I'm just trying to wait for some people to get in here. And maybe they are already, because I see 10. Live streaming, half mind gamer. I don't know what that means. Look at my birthday cup. My brother-in-law gave me this. Yeah, complete with my lipstick. Queen of Caffeine. Is that right? And inside it says, it's blue. And inside, I love this cup. It says because, oh, can't see what it says, actually. Because morning has come. I love that. Morning has come and left. Let me get my glasses, because I don't need them now, but I know I'm gonna need them. I'm definitely gonna need them. I have a lot of candles lit. I've been saying my prayers. So I'm just gonna ask God to bless. I'm just gonna do a quick prayer. God, please bless this meeting and let all the ears, all the people that need to hear this video, please let them click on this video, whether it's in live time or whether it's later on, or next week, or a week from now, or a year from now, or when I'm long gone, please let them click on this video because I think it's going to be a very important video. And I believe in my work, and I believe that divine is protecting me, and anybody who is involved with trying to do the right thing for the world and not for monetary value, but just, and not even for a pat on the back or a pat on the shoulder saying, good job. Sometimes we have to do things even though we're not going to get anything back, knowing that what we're doing is slowly changing the world or making the world a better place, even if it's just a little tiny bit. And that's what I'm here for, I believe. So I'm going to just read a couple of things. Oh, good, 21 in the house. And don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to the Mystic. If you want to be part of the Mystic Brady Bunch, it's really easy. Guess what? You just have to subscribe. And please put in the comments that you're here, even if you just give me a heart, even if you give me a purple heart or a green heart, because I'm going to be talking a lot about Sebastian after this and going into a reading, just like a focused reading on location. Because I've already done a million videos, a lot of videos, but probably 15 on Sebastian, and so have my friends, my psychic friends, and some people I'm very good friends with, and some people I don't really know them, but if I see that they have a video that, I really resonate with, and I see them, some people have like 100 subs or 500 subs or 700 subs, and I share their videos because we're working in the same light. They might not share my videos. They might not even know who I am, but that's okay. God says don't worry about that. Just do the right thing. And so that's what I do, because I respect their work. And I resonate with a lot of the things that they're saying, so I share them. My friend and soul sister Kim Magical, Psychic Kim Magical, she has a channel on both TikTok and YouTube. Her name is Psychic Kim Magical, and I'm not sure she's here yet, but she's working very hard on the cases as well. And we have been together since 2019. My good friend Tammy, a lot of times I call her Bambi. She doesn't have a channel per se yet, but she is very intuitive and she's very tapped into different things. She's a Pisces after all, and she has been helping me behind the scenes for many years as well. And so that's because of our relationships and friendships and my friendship with Ruby, but I'm not sure if she's going to join. She does have a channel, but she doesn't put anything on it, but she could still do it because she has worked many cases already. But anyhow, I just wanted to bring us together to join a group, to formulate a group. And so it's as easy as joining Mystic Brady Bunch, right? By subscribing and then emailing me that you are actually interested in it. And I've gotten a couple of calls and emails, not that many. I was hoping for a lot more, but a lot of people don't want to work for free. And a lot of people, look at me as a small channel, but I don't think I'm a small channel. I think that I am strong because I have been able to keep my channel going since 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2020. Okay, not there. We're not there yet. Okay, but anyhow, and also, I work. But I just, I think that it's important that we try to use our gifts and talents that God gives us, even if it's, you're like, well, Katrina, I'm not psychic, so how can I help? Well, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into that, and I'm also going to help you. I didn't play the music now because a lot of people have been telling me they are hearing impaired or they just can't understand what I'm saying along with the music. So what I did was I listened to the music ahead of time. And what it is third eye music, third eye opening meditation music. When I meditate, I used it. I didn't do it for long. Sometimes I really need the music, so sometimes you might hear it in the background. But I'm gonna try to be cognizant, and I go by spirit. And spirit said, no, don't have the music on, because you need to speak to everybody in a serious way, and they need to hear every word. So I said, okay, spirit. They also told me to light my Donald Trump candle. And I was like, that scares me because, the man had 2 assassination attempts in a very short amount of time. And since Reagan, we haven't had that, right? So that's a lot of years. And so it makes me very nervous. So I lit it and I said a quick prayer, because, we got to try to keep the world safe. And we need Archangel Michael at our beck and call. We need Archangel Michael, and of course, God can release Archangel Michael to the earth and protect whoever needs protecting, as well as us and our channel. Okay, so I'm going to get into the specifics. There's 18 people here. There was 20 before, but I'm not going to be hurt. Okay. I promise I'm going to turn around the camera because I like to look into your eyes. But just when I'm reading, I have ADD, so I need to do it one at a time. So our new group is going to be called the Empath Empire. Okay, and yeah, it's just silly, I think of names. Of course, it's still the Mystic Brady Bunch, but this section, the reason why I really want to call all empaths and light workers, people that don't even know that you're an empath, maybe you're just starting to understand that you're feeling so strongly the things that are going on in the world, or the things that are going on in your job, the things that are going on in your family, and it's really affects you deeply, and you just want to do something about it, but you're not sure what to do. That's what I want to focus our energies on. Okay? Because if we all just say a prayer together, or even just sit together, and I say, everybody in your head, take 3 seconds and say a prayer real quick for whoever and whatever you want. It's so powerful. Zen Zebras, it is so powerful for me to just say there's only 17 in the house. Even though there's 17 in the house, if I say, let's just say a prayer in the next 4 seconds, whatever you want to pray for, whoever you know who needs a prayer, it might just be yourself, it might be your family, it might be a family member, it might be a relationship that's not going well, it might be your child is sick, it might be your grandchild is sick, it might be you're so lucky to have grandchildren, it might be your job is terrible, it might be that your job is good, but you need more money, or you're not being recognized. Whatever it is, you just say a prayer for the situation. And it's so powerful because other people will watch this video at a different point. And so let's take the 3 seconds or 4 seconds. And yes, I am actually going to count in my head, but I'm going to be saying a prayer as well. Okay? So let's just take a few seconds to say a prayer in your head for whomever you want. Okay, 1 second and go. Please, dear God, In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so that was not bad, right? That was very quick. And it's just like a lot of people, I don't care what religion you're in, a lot of people are not utilizing the gifts and talents in your mind, the things that you have already in your mind. Um, okay, Salman Khan, if this isn't the channel for you, this is my healing artwork, and I get pictures and I blow them up. I'm a collage artist. Based on the colors and the pictures, I put different stones around my artwork, that are real stones, and some is just glitter and paint. And that's what I do. That's my side thing that I do. And if this isn't the channel for you, if you don't respect my work, then you can go on to another channel. Okay? I'm not here to talk about my work right now. I'm talking about my psychic group that I'm putting together. Okay, thank you. God bless. So, Hiya Taurus Girl reads. Taurus Girl is going, and it doesn't matter where you live. I think Taurus Girl, you live in England, right? Across the pond, you could be in Ireland, England, Australia, Aussies. Let's get some Aussies in the house. Africa, Saldana. I know a lot of people from Saldana. Senegal, anywhere. It could be from anywhere. And that's why we're putting our heads together to try to find the missing. Okay, not just the missing children, not just the missing right now or the last 7 months. We're going to go into cold cases as well. Okay, and I'm going to explain everything. So let me just get through this, because like I said, I have ADD, so kind of hard for me to read the chat. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I love Jesus too. And Jesus loves you. Jesus loves all of us. Hi, Rain Cloud. Welcome in. I see Andrea. I see, is Leo still here? I see, let me see. Um, 1 second, guys. A Taurus girl has her own channel both on TikTok and YouTube, and she's already working in the Empath Empire, Mystic BRADY Psychic Group, and she has already done some readings for children and missing. So please go to her channel, give her some love, give her some sub, and see what she has. But anybody who does a video, I will always try, anybody from the Empath Empire, and they also are a creator, I will always try to take your video and put it on my community page to share your video. Okay, I'm not great at pulling up little parts, and people getting copyright strikes, and I already have one, and I have loads of copyright claims, so I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. So, but I will share your video on my community page so that everybody will see your work as well. And I've already done that with Kim Magical, and I've already done that with Ruby Heart, and I've already done that with A Taurus Girl Reads. So, let's get into it. All right. Yeah, I'm just getting distracted because there's some people that are being inappropriate, and if they can't get it together, then they need to leave. Taurus Girl Reads, I just made you a moderator. I hope that's okay. So you can put somebody on a timeout if you see them being inappropriate, just by hitting on their face. And you, I don't like to block people because blocking is forever. So I that's why I try to give people a chance. You don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. Okay, you don't have to make fun of my healing artwork. You could always do something else with your day. All right. This is a very peaceful and zen group called the Mystic Brady Bunch. And we have been kicking it since 2019. So we do not, and we're not monetized. So we do not need any stress. We come here to be together, use our minds together, and help put a little more peace and healing in the world, especially for the children, especially for the missing. Okay? Namaste. Okay, so it's going to be called the Empath Empire because there are so many people out there right now listening to my voice, and you're like, am I an empath? And I'll go more into that, but most likely you know that you are because you're feeling such energy on a strong level. Okay, and then I just put the chakras over here. Okay, so basically I'm going to explain what the Mystic Brady Psychic Group is. It's not the Mystic Brady Bunch, it's the Mystic Brady Psychic Group. It's new. It was born in 2024. It was born in I really wanted to do it in August. I started thinking about it in August when the Lionsgate happened, August 8th, 2024. But it's okay. We're starting it in October, which is Libra time. So I'm just going to timestamp that so we could clock it. Clocking things are very important. All right. Echo, what's today's date?
Good afternoon, Katrina. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd.
Thank you. Okay. So, Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. All right. What does that equal? So, Libra time, definitely. I just have to do numerology. Not that it makes a big deal, but I just do it. 24 is 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wow. It equals a master number. It equals, if you add up 10 plus 2 plus 2024, it equals 11. That's a master number. 1, 1. See, that's a number, means we stand together. We stand side by side. Okay, so don't worry. I'm going to get into it. I'll get into it. 15 in the house. Thank you. Please stop whatever you're doing and give me a thumbs up, will you? Because the algorithm is not doing good. And I was thinking about leaving YouTube because I went over to TikTok and I get so many more views over there. But my heart is still in, my heart and soul is still in YouTube. And if you could help me out by subscribing, if you're not subscribed, check to see if you are. And also, please give me a thumbs up and a comment. Please share out my videos, especially this one is really important. I usually never tell you to share anything out, but I'm asking you to please share this out because there's a lot of people out there that want a place to go to where they can help figure out cases, where they can help look for the missing, where they can help. I'm not necessarily looking for the murderer, right? The unaliver. Because I've already done that in most of my cases, I do a reading on that. That I really want to focus on locations for these people that are missing, these children that are missing. But I also do grown-up people. If you look at the body of my work, and just put it, say, Mystic Brady 2020, Mystic Brady 2021, and go on from there, you'll see the body of work, probably 40 videos for Summer Moon, Utah Wells, probably 25 videos for Michael Joseph Vaughan. Suzanne Morphew was the most amount of videos, probably 40. And then Spirit told me it's not about the quantity. Start focusing a little bit lower, more on location. And that's what I'm trying to do. And Spirit actually tells me when to stop. They'll be like, okay, now do something brighter and happier, like your healing art, or do something like collective read, or do something like a walk and talk, or do something like the emergency signs, emergency messages, which, if I'm just doing crimes, I don't have that much time for that. But anyhow, Spirit tells me, and they check me, because you can get very, very sick by just dealing with the missing. You can get very ill and depressed. And trust me, I have been there. And you have to pull yourself out of the hole of depression, because I'm like, I'm no good. I haven't found anybody. I haven't. But yes, I have. I just haven't gotten the credit. And that's okay. In this lifetime, God tells me, don't look for the credit on this earth. The credit will be given. I know exactly everything you've done. Every hour you've stayed up, every candle you've burned, every Palo Santo stick, every cone of white sage. I know every hair on your head. So I know what you've been doing. Okay, good, bad, and ugly. But in other words, a lot of people get frustrated because especially if you're not monetized, like, what am I doing? So what I heard was, you're doing a great thing. You're doing something from your heart and your soul. You're doing something so you could sleep at night and know that you tried to make the world a better, safer place, especially for the children. Okay. So I am asking you guys to use your intuitive skills. Everybody has them. Your empath skills. Everybody has those too. You can push them. You can develop them. I will show you how. Sometimes I might just do a video on strengthening our psychic skills, strengthening our empathic skills, strengthening our intuitive, clairaudient, clairvisual, clairvoyant, all the clairs skills. Okay, this is a tongue twister, guys. Okay, I'm only on my second cup of coffee, so please bear with me. So the empath empire is for the missing. The Mystic Brady Psychic Group, we just use our minds and our energy and our third eye, cards, intuition, or you don't have to use cards. But I'm just going to tell you the different areas that we would use. You could just simply go into a meditative state and meditate and just write down the person's name 3 times, always 3 times. Or if you feel like you're not tapped in, after 3 times, write it. One time I wrote that person's name, Shanann, when I was doing something for Shanann, Catherine Ruzek Watts. I had to write her name down 10 times, and boy, did that open a door. I was feeling like I was Shanann for a little time. Okay, so we use our minds, our energy, our third eyes, cards, intuition, research skills. Now, there's going to be a lot of people out there that say, Katrina, I'm not a psychic. I don't know anything about it, but I'm really good on Google. I'm really good at research skills. I can watch a bunch of videos that maybe Katrina doesn't have time for, and write down some notes and then report back what I got, the facts. Because I am the type of psychic that I don't just do just like psychic intuitions and what I think happened. Because when I used to do it that way, Gannon was not found in Colorado in the springtime. Gannon was found because I saw grass and I saw like a little bit of mud and I saw these specific rocks. But meanwhile, Gannon was brought all the way from Colorado to Florida, and that's where he was found. So that's when I decided that I'm not going to just use my the facts. I'm going to really open it up and use my intuition. I'm going to use my dowsing rods. I'm going to use my map, my fourth grade map that I have here. And you guys could do that too. The facts are really important, but we also have to go a step further and use our psychic abilities. Okay, so cards, research skills to assist in finding the missing children and people. Also, empathetic skills into something like might be bothering you. You stared at the picture of the missing person or child and something came to you and you think it's ridiculous and you're like, Katrina, I wrote down 5 things, but I'm so embarrassed I don't even want to tell you. Well, that's why usually when you join my group, I give you email me and then I give you my number so that you could text me pictures, you could text me notes, you could text me. I'm not big with the phone, being on the phone, but I am great with texting. I usually get back to you in the same day. So like then we could chat about it. And then I might say, well, you know what? You and 3 other people got the same thing just by staring at her picture or his picture. Okay. So I can validate those empathetic skills and those psychic skills that you might not even believe in yourself to having. Okay. You might want to use cards. You might even be new at cards. So what? You got to get started somehow. You might like to make up your own cards with index cards. How do you do that? Okay, I can do a video on that. But basically, the short story of that is put on some meditation music, sit at a table with index cards, crayons, or markers, or even just a pen. It's up to you. If colors really help you, you should at least have like 3 different color markers, like red, blue, and purple, or whatever. Sometimes I use crayons. Sometimes I just use a black marker. I just feel like a black marker. And then I write things that I get on the index card. You ask your spirit guides what you should know about this case. And the first thing that comes, write it on the index card. Okay? If you're focusing on a location, you of course close your eyes, see what you see. You see leaves, you see dirt, you write it down. Pick up the next index card, and then you go from there. Okay, that's just a little short way of doing it. A lot of psychics won't even tell you because they don't want everybody to be psychics. I do. I do want everybody to use their psychic abilities. Okay, so because then we can work together and we can help each other. What's wrong with that? And we can help somebody, especially children. Okay, sorry, my mood just went down and I just started to cry. I don't know why. 1 second, guys. Okay. The angels, Archangel Gabriel, dear God, please send Archangel Gabriel down so that I can finish my reading and my talk to the Mystic Brady Bunch and Mystic Psychic Group, Mystic Brady Psychic Group, the Empath Empire, so that I can get out my words clearly and they will understand what I'm saying smoothly and clearly, and they will understand and absorb what I'm trying to say. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. Name Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. Okay. So you could use cards. You could use tarot. You could use angel cards. I love index cards, as you can see. I have loads of index cards that I have written on for almost every case. Yeah, any case that I've done, I have index cards. Intuitive index cards, which that's what I like to call them, intuitive index cards, because you have meditated, you've thought about, you've researched. It could just help you because there's a strong body mind connection. All right. When you hold a pen, a marker, a paintbrush in your hand and write something down, I don't care what you're writing, there's a connection, a fine motor skill to the brain. That's why kids today, they're pushing buttons on their phone, they're pushing buttons on their iPad and their computer, and they're not getting the same kind of experience that we got when you write something down. You're using your fine motor skills that connected to your brain, that connected to your intuition and your intuitive skills. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to be a good writer. Your handwriting does not have to be neat. Okay? But there is a connection. Look it up. Look it up. Google it. The connection between fine motor skills, writing, painting, drawing, with the brain. What is the brain connected to? The pituitary gland and the pineal gland and your psychic intuition that's located between your eyes, between your eyebrows. Okay, so crime cards, angel cards. Angel cards are very important because something comes off of them to help you and also protect you during your reading. Automatic writing. Automatic writing, what is that? Well, you could Google it, but and pull up videos on it, but I used to do it all the time in my cases. And it's very draining. I find it's very draining, along with the dowsing rods are draining to me, but I would do it for a kid like it's nobody's business. I would do it for the missing like it's nobody's business. I will be drained. I'll do anything. If they told me to stand on my head and clap 3 times and call Beetlejuice 3 times, I would do it to find a missing kid, to find a missing person, to solve a cold case, or just to even help. Okay? Visual, auditory is really important. There's a lot of people out here that listen to me that have the same issues that I have, which is ADD. Now, I'm an auditory learner. I don't learn necessarily when the teacher first said it. I learned it maybe after she said it 20 times or 25 times. There's some kids out there like that, and you know what? They grow up to be adults and they get a little bit better, but you're still a different learner. I'm a very visual learner. So if you give me a picture and a video of the person that I'm looking for, that helps me so much. If I can hear their voice, if I can hear their voice, that's why I resonated so much with Shanann, even though she was found. I was able to hear her voice on so many occasions because there's all those videos of her, right? So, oh my gosh, it's so good. That's why it's so hard for me to find babies, because there's not that many, of them talking, like even if they're saying sounds and clapping and stuff, that's really good for me. And that's probably very good for a lot of other people out there who are auditory learners or visual learners. Remote viewing. Okay. I'm not saying that we're going to, be working for the military, but remote viewing, all that means is trying to meditate. Everything starts with a meditation and a prayer. Getting relaxed, whether that means a candle, Palo Santo, some white sage, or maybe sitting at a park bench, wherever you're most relaxed. I know my merry mermaids out there, Ruby likes to relax. She's at her most relaxed, and she gets her visions and her information psychically when she's in her merry mermaid mode, which is in the bathtub. Okay? So, whatever it is that relaxes you, and then you try to put yourself with the people who are alive and the people who are not alive, people who are missing, and see what you see and write it down. See what you see. Okay? This is just in my opinion. This is allegedly, this is, based on my opinion. This is what I'm trying to do, but I'm not the first one who's done this. I'm not the first person who's been a psychic investigator, a psychic detective. I'm not saying that we're all going to be that, but I'm saying that we can all help each other to work on these cases. Okay? If you like to work for free, get nothing, get no money in return for you, but you are doing something that is on a spiritual level, on a soul level, that pays for lifetimes. Okay? And it's a beautiful feeling. But it's also a frustrating feeling because, like I said before, I have spent many days crying thinking, what am I doing? I'm not doing any good. And then I get a phone call. Oh my gosh, Katrina, because of your videos, I was able to move on, without my spouse or my child that passed or my mom or dad passed. And because, I used to watch your videos and it cheered me up, and I started, meditating or praying more or getting into the chakras and the colors. And then I'm like, okay, I can live another day and keep it up because that was my sign. That was my sign from God. Okay. Remote viewing and mapping. I am not I'm going to admit to you guys, I am not good at mapping. I'm not good at mapping. Ruby is, and Ruby was and is, and my friend Genocide Jen, she used to be very good at it too, but I don't know if she's doing this anymore either. She went back to college. But yeah, we need people that are pretty good at Google mapping and have the time to, manipulate their computer or their phone, whatever you do. And we share the work. Okay. I'm just going to show you a couple of, is anybody here? 14 in the house? All right. I didn't see any questions. Somebody was erased because they were inappropriate. Okay. Thank you for that. Are psychics real? Yes, they are real. You better believe it. Thank you, a Taurus girl reads. Hi, Minnie. Hi, Minnie. Yeah, automatic writing is very cool. It's very, very cool. Okay. I'm just going to show you a couple of books, and then I'm going to turn the camera over to me because I like to look in your eyes. All right. So here's a couple of books if you guys want to get like some books that will help you with your abilities. This is called The Psychic Murder Hunters, and it has a lot to do with Ted Bundy. Okay. I didn't read it yet. Okay, I order a lot of books, but I will show you a book that I have read. This is by Andrew Boot. Okay. And I'll tell you why. I absorb the material. If it's scary, which he's scary, all I have to do is watch his video on Netflix, and I never finished it because I was awake for 4 days with Ted Bundy. So I don't want to look at him anymore. I actually turned over the book just right now. This is a very good book. It's nice and skinny, and it's purple, and it's called Psychic Sleuths. How psychic information is used to solve crimes. What I love about this book, besides it being very, very skinny, it's by Larson. I'm going to show you. And this one I read, and I took it to Ireland. See Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? And Summer Wells is on the other side, so this proves I definitely use it. But what I love about this book is it gives you let me just show you that. Okay. It's just very dark in here. One of my light bulbs went out, so I'm having a little trouble with the lighting. Okay, Meet a Psychic Detective. The second chapter is Murder Part 1, The Victim and Psychic. Murder Part 2, The Family and More Psychics. Police and Psychics, Pseudo Psychic Tricks, Modern Psychic Sleuths, toward an investigative team for further reading. And it's only 107 pages. So it talks about how how they actually went into some cases and used a couple of different psychics, where they found the person who did it, kind of why they did it, and the location. Now, all psychics are different. Some psychics were great at finding the location, but not good at the story. I feel like I'm very good at, very tapped in at what happened to the person, but not that as strong as the location. I can't talk today. But this is a really good book, easy to read. I think we get all our stuff from eBay. And I've read this on several planes. I've had it for a while. Anita Larson. And of course it was meant to be, because it's easy to read, because I am lame with my reading. If I see a big fat book, I'm going to get intimidated, because I'm going to feel like, and then you might be like, but how did you get a master's of English? Well, I had to do a lot of reading. Ulysses is over 1,000 pages long, okay? Because James Joyce was one of the people that I had to do my thesis on. So I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I got the book, of course. I got the Cliff Notes, and I also got 27 CDs of them reading the book to me. So I was able to take care of my baby and my kids. My daughter was a little bit older, but my son was only 3. And I was able to listen to it as I cleaned, and I was able to listen to it at night and take notes. And because I'm an auditory learner, it wasn't cheap to get the 27 CDs. And but that's what I did. And I got an A on that paper, by the way. And of course I rented the movie. Back then you had Blockbuster, so I rented the movie Ulysses. It was done in 2 different ways. So you take your skills and your strengths, and you lean more on your strengths, and you make do. That's what I'm trying to do with this group. This is a very good book. I have read this. I haven't finished it, but this is a psychic workshop book that I have gotten a lot of things from, and it helps you to be stronger. A complete program for fulfilling your spiritual potential. And it has a lot of stuff. Like, for example, understanding, understanding beyond saints and psychics is the first acknowledgement. Understanding the meaning of natural of life, building your mystery, the perfection of souls, hearing heaven's word. Okay, that's like a lot of people. I'm very strong with that. Okay, but I wasn't always strong with hearing spirit. um just all of a sudden, like after I started meditating, after I moved here, I started hearing a lot more. I always heard my mother, and therefore she became one of my spirit guides, but she didn't always come about. Like maybe when I was really upset and crying and different things happening to me, then I would pray for her to say something to me or send me a sign. And I usually would see her in a dream. But we all have guides, and we all have, and God. I've heard from God, and seen Jesus in my meditations, and it's lovely. It's not scary. It's a lovely experience. It's not an experience full of hate and, you know, if you don't do this, you're going to hell. No, no, it's like they try to push you in the right direction and they call you my child or my daughter, okay, or my son. All right. So this one is Karma and Spiritual Evolution, Finding Freedom Through Faith, The Science of Mysticism, Spiritual Beings Among Us. That one's a little scary. How Spiritual World Gets Our Attention. Okay, so this is another book that's really good. You know, I'm a teacher, so I try to back up our feelings with, you know, like what you could actually do to try to make your get stronger in your abilities. If you want that, or if you feel ready, then I say just do it. I'm the type of person that I don't want to have to read another book. I just want to do my best. I just want to do my utilize my psychic abilities and get things done. Okay, this is The Devil's Defender, and this is about um, from Ted Bundy to Kandahar Massacre. All right, so you could tell I didn't read this, but I wanted this book because it had a lot of different things in it that where they used psychics. Because he got out of jail twice. Okay, all right, guys, let me turn you around. Hello, namaste. Okay, this is the voice that was talking to you. Okay, guys, so before I do Sebastian's reading, I might take a break because I'm very hungry, okay? And I do better work when I'm not so hungry. So I was thinking of doing Sebastian's reading. You let me know. Should I do it as a video? Should I do it as a private video and then just upload it? Or should I do live on Sebastian? This way, if you guys want to jump in and say something that you got, or you could be shuffling at the same time, you let me know. But I do think I do need a break because I only had like 1 cup of coffee. This cup and this coffee is cold. I think it's just one. Anyway, let me see. Let me see if I missed anything. You could feel the energy through the picture. You're going to try that. Okay, very good. You got a street name when you were doing your meditation for Sebastian? You got a street name? It matches where he lives. Okay, definitely text me on that. You've been looking for Sebastian on the Google Maps. Good. Thank you. I'm not good at it. He didn't walk, according to me, in my opinion, he did not walk out of the house. He was either knocked out or passing away or passed away and carried out of the house very fast, very soon. I do get him in the house. And a plan was hatched. Hi, Tammy. That's okay. That's okay. Hi, Tracy from Rhode Island. Tracy, did you ever see all the Virgo things I did? I did like 4 Virgo videos. I hope you go over to them, and because I know you're a Virgo, I hope you put some comments on there. Because I think that last time I checked, there was like 25 views, 30 views. I'm like, am I being punked? Rylan Ramadan, can I get a shout out? No, 9 years old, you shouldn't be in here. This is for adults. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Ryan shouldn't be in here. Yeah, this is for adults, 18 and above. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I didn't see or address. Okay. Yeah, whatever you could do, like I have. All right, so these are my crime cards that I made up, right? How did I make them up? My husband is very good at drawing. Okay, I'm not so good at drawing. That's why I'm a collage artist, not a regular. Um, I'm okay, but it's not at his level. His level is very good. Anyhow, I meditated. I wrote down some notes, and I asked God and my guides what places do I need to write down. Plus, somebody a nice had a nice angels and ancestor deck up that I admired, but I wanted to create my own. Okay, and everybody can create their own. When somebody tells you you're not allowed to create your own, okay, don't listen to that. You could do anything you want to do as long as you pray and you say, God, please guide me on this. Okay, you're doing it from your heart. Whenever anybody tried to tell me, oh no, you're not allowed to, your cards won't be valuable because they have to be made in such and such. No, they have to be made from yourself, your psychicness, your intuitiveness, your empath abilities, and you know, you're doing something that you want to help people. Yeah, so I have that. I have these cards, which are called angels and ancestors. Um, I don't get that much information. I use these on a regular read. I don't know why I picked them. Sometimes the angels tell me which to pick, and my hand pulls it out. So there might be a reason, because there's a lot of pictures of the woods in here. So it might help us to get to a placement. And then I have these crime cards. They're all right. They're all right. I resonate with them. But they always tell you not to take more than 3 of these cards per, like, concentration. Um, I've taken 5. But the thing is, take the 3, then I would put the 3 in back in the deck, shuffle a lot. In other words, get all the energy in there. The same cards come up. That's the answer to your question. So, and then, regular index cards. I don't have any examples of them. One second. Ugh. Somebody being bad in the chat. I see a lot of things. Yeah, if you guys don't belong here, if you just want to make fun of things, this isn't the place for you. We are a Namaste Zen place. Okay. Hi, Anish. Ish. I don't know if I said your name right. Is it evening time already? Oh, either way is great. Okay. Just kidding. I'm 16. No, I'm 18. Okay. All right. So again, guys, I pushed the button for no children, 18 and above. So that means no 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 16-year-olds, or even, and then they changed it to 18. So if you see them come back in, Tammy or a Taurus girl, can you please block them? I put them on a timeout, but just block them because I've already told them no. Okay? It's not that I'm not doing anything that's bad. It's just that this is not a child group. Okay, so I just wanted to show you some examples of index cards that I have. I have loads of them somewhere else. I think I grabbed the wrong one. But like, see, kidnapped might come up. I'm big with like writing like a lot of notes on it, like taken from, I don't even remember what this was from. It says taken from their MG or apartment, brought to a different location. I see a garage, underpass, secluded, killed in the car, in park. MG didn't see it coming. SS had a bad feeling, but went anyway. That might be for the Michael Joseph. Matthew G was moved from front to back. Okay, so yeah, it could just be. Oh, that was for the Soto case. Madeline Soto, her and a boyfriend, and she was pregnant. Jail, and then release, snitch, retaliate. Yeah. See, I write things down. Locations, 2 locations. It could be, I do wordy. I'm very wordy on my cards, but you could just do 1 words. Like some people have like a stack, like from here to here of index cards that are already written out. The way you do them, if you really want to connect with spirit and have like angel cards, angels and ancestor cards, what your ancestors will tell you what to write. Then you have to be in a meditative state when you do it. Okay, retaliation. They'll tell you these words, and then you put them on cards, and then you shuffle them, and you say, I'm open and receptive to receiving any information about Michael Joseph Vaughn or Sebastian Rogers or Summer Moon Utah Wells, whatever it is. Dylan Rounds, I did reading for him, maybe 2. And he was found. Ruby, just a Texas medium, she did many, 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 many videos for him and mappings. Okay. Savannah wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. I forgot that I kept these cards, but it's good to go over them. All right. Anyhow, I just wanted to give you an idea of what they were. 3 cell phones. Had 3 cell phones are the key. 3 cell phones are the key, and there's 2 cameras. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that case. And they cracked that case with the cell phones and the cameras and the car. These are plain ones. Anyway. Okay, does anybody have any questions about all that stuff that I said? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do, I have to be in a more of a closed mind, just me and Sebastian, me and, the spirit guides of Sebastian. So I'm gonna do that separately, a little bit later because I have to eat something. All right, so there's only 7 people here, and it's okay. I got the information out. I wanted to just show you guys the things that I use, and we could be, a team together. One mind helps a little bit, but when we work together, because we've done this before, my sisters and I, my soul sisters and I, we had a team. Some people had a channel, some people didn't, and we worked together, and we called each other up or text each other, and I think we could do it again, and we could really do help out in the world. But anyhow, if you have any other questions, you can always email me at katrina8.kb@gmail.com if you want to be a part of the empathic empire. Okay. And if that name doesn't work for you, just the Mystic Brady Bunch Psychic Group. Mystic Brady Psychic Group. Okay, which is starting today. So I will get my video up a little bit later. I have to eat something and I have to clear my mind because that couple of those complications. Thank you, Tammy, and thank you, Charlotte, for that. Taurus Girl Reads, and I appreciate everybody. And just think about what I said. I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. I love you very much. I'll be back later either with a live for Sebastian on a location. I just want location. Okay? I'm not going to go into the story who I think took him away. I mean, I might describe it a little bit, but I have to meditate, and I listen to music to meditate, and I actually like kind of turn my mind off by watching something funny, playing with the dogs, feeding the dogs, or taking a walk, something to clear my head. But anyhow, thank you guys for being here. Sorry if I was like repetitive or have ADD, but I just wanted to start today on October 2nd, 2024. Is the start, even though it started a little bit because I've been in contact. See the green eyes? See the green? 2 days in a row, green. And I specifically put blue on my eyes. And I specifically wore my blue shirt. The shirt has Lady Liberty on it. Anyway, my eyes are green because Gannon's birthday. My friend Carol from Connecticut told me it was just Gannon's birthday, I think on the 21st. I forgot about that. I think that's my brother-in-law's birthday as well. But I never forget about Gannon. And I just always hear that the way Gannon was found has something to do with how Sebastian will be found. Okay? And I'm so sad that Summer wasn't found. Oh, and the other thing, yet, because everybody is somewhere. Every child is somewhere. Every missing person is somewhere. That's why cold cases, I want to do those too. But how many things can we do? All right, well, let's start with this. Dog the Bounty Hunter is on the case, right? And I love him. I love Dog the Bounty Hunter. I truly love him. I think he's a beautiful energy. He made a lot of mistakes in his life, but he finally gets it. And I think he sees spirit. I truly think he's very intuitive. I have his number, like for his organization. And that's another thing. I forgot to say this part. And let me know what you guys think in the comments or my email, or my text. If you have my number, text me up. But so he's looking for Sebastian right now. Has been put in 25,000, and supposedly the guy that Seth hired to help him, Tony, which he got a bad rap. He got a lot of bad people said bad things about Tony. But I heard Tony put in 25 grand too. So the total is 50,000. And yeah, I can add. But why I'm mentioning that is because he does listen to everything that everybody says, but he doesn't want you to call the number and just say, "Oh, hi, dog. I've always loved you forever when you were on your show, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and this and that." He wants you to just say what your tip is, information that you have. Okay, so when I gather everything from my videos to anybody else's videos, and I if I see a common denominator, I would love to send it to him. And like, I need your help on that too, because I'm not good at sending videos. I'm not even good at like doing a video for somebody. I just got a paid reading that I have to do, but they want it to be private. So I have to ask Ruby how to do it because she taught me the last time how to do that. But anyhow, together as a unit, maybe we can give him some good information. They use psychics on every case, and especially when the parents really want to find their child. So I don't know, I don't know anybody, any of the parents, like they can contact me. I rather they didn't because I don't like to, like, I have to be able to rule out the parents. Okay. I can rule out Seth in my heart. That might not be your opinion, but that might not be the cop's opinion. That's my opinion, psychically. Okay. Anyhow, um, all right, guys, unless you have any other questions, I'm going to probably just say a prayer and please, dear God, allow and angels and spirit guides, please allow us, our group, to be strong and to have no jealousy and no envy and just goodness from the kindness of our hearts and souls, to be helpful and friendly and to use the gifts and talents that God gave us in order to help bring home information, find a child, or find a person. And I'm not saying everybody is not alive. I'm not saying that at all. I would love to bring them home alive. And trust and believe. That's why I want to do this. I have been doing it. I have been doing it. But sometimes you put down your hammer and your cards because you just feel like maybe I'm not doing anything. And so, you have to take breaks for your mental health. But anyhow, so give me a message and give me comments even on this video. Let me know, show the love. An hour and 12 minutes is way longer than I was going to be here. But I think I think I was very clear on exactly how you can make your skills stronger. And, or if you already feel like, I have some psychic abilities or I'm an empath, which I told you everybody is, but you have to build it. You have to look into it. You have to believe in it and believe in yourself, in your intuition. That's step number one. And then see how many things fall into place. Okay. Love you all. In Jesus' name, amen. Namaste.